Hey everybody, so welcome back for episode 3 of Keeping It Real with the iMath ladies. So, we are
Hello.
just moving along with these episodes. I've really been enjoying you
I
ladies.
love it.
And
I love it.
yeah,
Yes.
it's been really
Same.
awesome. It's been, giving us time to connect and just kind of get to know each other on a deeper level.
Yes.
Which brings me to, a little bit about today's episode. So we have Jocelyn.
Yeah.
She's our
Yes.
spiritualist.
Yes.
So she's going to kind of break down, our personalities and let's see
A
if
little
she
bit.
can match it with our characteristics.
Yeah, let's
from
see if
what
you girls can relate and to
Yeah.
how much you can relate to.
Yeah.
I like that.
I
Yeah,
love
let's
it.
see
I
that.
never done this before.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
she first asked me like your birthday and your year and all that, I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, it gets deep.
Yeah, I was just like,
you
yeah,
need to know
the
my
time.
parents, too?
Yeah, it's like the hospital.
The time,
Yeah,
the hospital,
Yes.
to what time you were born, PM,
Yeah.
AM,
Yeah.
Very
Eastern time,
interesting. I
all
can't
of the
wait.
things.
It gets
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
deep. And,
it does.
there's a lot of people who are really into, spirituality
Yes.
and, astrology and all those things. Me personally, I used to be really into it. And then I steered away from it. So, all I knew is I'm a Libra. So,
That's
Yeah.
a great sign.
I'm curious
I love
and I'm
Libra.
Of
super,
course.
super excited. Real quick, we'll do a quick intro. So we have Miss TD,
Hello,
Yes.
the lovely one
everyone.
and only.
I appreciate
We
that.
have Miss Nikki here.
Hi.
Yes.
Nikki.
And as you know, we have our Jocelyn
Yes.
and I'm Divine. So I'm happy to have you guys here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things so that way you can keep on coming. And we're just going to get into it.
Absolutely. So, when it comes to me, I grew up very Catholic.
Okay.
So, born and raised Catholic. Growing up, there were certain things that just did not click personally with me,
Okay.
especially with my experiences as a little girl. Like, I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 years old, and me going through very personal things that were happening in me that had no explanations.
Okay.
And I will go to my mom and talk to her about these things. And she will listen sometimes, but sometimes she's like, no, don't worry about it, da 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 da. And obviously, religion was very push.
Yes.
I had to do everything from baptism to confirmation and all of the things that a good Catholic does.
Yes.
From very early on until adulthood, pretty much.
Yeah.
And there was always this thing that was just like seeking and looking for more and yearning for more and wanting to learn more.
Yeah.
I had dreams about past lives.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could see myself living other lives, and I could see some of my family members in different roles.
Wow.
I had all these dreams and stuff. I have had also a few near death experiences, and the stuff that I had seen and encountered in these experiences has always told me there is got to be more.
Yes.
There's gotta be
to the
more.
story.
Absolutely.
And back then, early on, my first outlet was my grandmother,
Okay.
because she was a spiritualist and she believed everything, and she was the one who opened the door and allowed me to fully talk and embrace and be like, hey, do you have a safe space here? Let's talk about it.
I like that.
What are you seeing? It's real. Let's go through it.
Yeah.
Talk to me. And I got to talk to her, but then you grow. And of course, as you become a teenage, you want to block certain things.
Yes,
certain
absolutely.
Of course.
Because this was not a subject that you can just easily talk with anybody without
Yes.
people saying like, wait, what?
Yeah,
You don't want
yeah.
people to be
You're
like,
crazy.
you're crazy.
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Or
Yeah.
no, you're not seeing that. You don't know
Yeah.
what you're seeing and stuff like that. So I went through most of my teenage years blocking and not wanting to even think about these things and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then I reached adulthood, and again, I'm very involved with the church, with reading the Bible, with doing the
Yes.
things. And I think early on in life, I just started visiting different churches.
Okay.
of
So
course.
I was
Yes.
introduced obviously to Catholic, but I had a uncle that was a pastor, and he was a pastor for a different community, not Catholic, Christian. And I started going with them and trying to see some of their services and just learn. And from there, I took on and I went to like everything from Catholic to baptism to non-denominational to Hinduism, Buddhism. I go and I learn everything.
All the
Yeah.
So which one
experiences.
is your favorite? No.
So
Yeah.
there is not favorites, to
Yeah.
be honest with you. I think that this is one of these things that you go, you learn, and you
Mm-hmm.
apply each thing.
Right.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think that at the end of the day, there is a God.
Yes.
Agreed.
It's very obviously there is a God. We come from God, and I
Yes.
think the most important thing it's your heart.
Yes.
The way you
Exactly.
act.
Absolutely.
I don't
Exactly.
like a lot of people feel like they have to go to church every Sunday to find God.
Yes.
And
True.
if you go to church, I applaud you that because I
Yes.
still take my kids to
Yes.
church.
Yes.
And it's
Same,
a good place.
Yeah.
But I feel like you do find God everywhere.
Agreed.
Everywhere.
I agree.
Everywhere.
Yes.
I
Yes.
find God
Agree.
every morning when I go running and seeing the sunrise
Yeah.
at the beach. I encounter God in my hiking.
Yes.
I encounter God at home while I'm showering or
Yes.
doing dishes and I'm
When I
having these
wake up, just
conversations.
waking
Of
up
course,
every
opening your
morning.
eyes every
Yes.
morning.
Yeah.
Looking at my
Um,
kids. And
So it's a personal relationship.
It
you
is.
have to have.
Absolutely.
It is.
And you're
Yeah.
part of that, and it's all within.
Yes.
And even Yeshua say the kingdom of heaven is within.
Yes.
And I think that we as humans tend to seek outside,
Yeah.
looking for approval, looking for love,
Absolutely.
Yes.
looking to be
Validation.
validation,
Validation, yes.
acknowledge.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can go outside all you want, but there's gonna be this missing part because
Yeah.
you're not
It's
going.
all
Yes.
You don't have
That
that
void.
fulfillment.
You're
Yes.
not.
Yeah.
You're not. So all of this stuff brought me to where I am today.
Yeah.
I started studying, and I'm not done. I'm a baby astrologer, if you would
Yeah.
say so.
Okay. I like that.
That is interesting because, obviously everyone that you speak to, they're different. They have a different look on astrology.
yes.
Yes.
And then,
Oh yes.
getting into it, some people think it's demonic.
Yes.
That it's
Yeah.
another spiritual realm and portal. I mean, we're constantly living in different portals.
Yes.
There's portals everywhere.
Everywhere.
But what people fail to realize is that the type of music you listen to is a portal.
Yes.
The type of
Yes.
movies that you watch is a portal.
Absolutely.
The people you're around.
Yes.
The
Absolutely.
energy.
Yes.
And and that is why it's so great to have your own relationship with God,
Absolutely.
because God knows your heart
Yes.
Exactly.
at the end of the day, and it's a no judgment zone in His book.
Yes.
Because
Now-
I can't tell you how many countless people I have met that claim to be Christian or this and that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's great, but let me tell you, some of them
Yeah.
are
Oh.
they don't walk the Christian way.
There's
they don't
there's a lot
walk.
of not so Christian Christians out there.
That's what I'm saying. And so
Yeah.
I've never really, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus,
Absolutely.
as my Lord and Savior. But,
Amen. Hallelujah.
yeah, but it's like, I don't like, not that I don't, but I have a thing against religion.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Does
and
that
that's,
make sense?
No, it makes perfect
Yeah,
sense
it does.
because I look at
Absolutely.
it as this is not a religion, and just like it's a
Yes.
relationship with the Lord. And honestly,
Exactly.
you can go and say I'm this religion, but at the end of the day, you can have no relationship in your heart with the Lord, and
Thank
you're
you.
still going to
Yes.
be at a dead end.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because there's people who go to church every single Sunday and they're still fulfilled with the darkness within them because they don't have a true relationship with the
Amen.
Lord.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And they leave
Agreed.
Sunday service and they go straight
back
to
right back to-
drinking,
Yes.
Absolutely.
smoking, and cursing at their families
Yeah.
and their kids.
Sneaking and scheming, and
Yes.
everybody has their own walk.
Yeah.
Mhm,
If
yes.
you want to get into
Absolutely.
it, let's get into
Yeah,
it.
let's
Yeah.
get. I like that. Yeah, let's get into
I
it.
love
Yes, I love that.
I'm not
Yes.
gonna be here sitting like I'm perfect.
Perfect,
Yes.
right.
But God knows that I
Yes.
love Him deep down.
Absolutely.
Because I'm striving to be better.
Yes.
I'm not hiding. I'm not throwing the rock and hiding my hand. I'm not going
No.
to church and making it seem
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I'm so holy and I'm so godly. But then I'm
Yes.
gonna go and I'm gonna stab this person in the back and I'm gonna lie and I'm gonna do the no, baby. I'm learning.
Yes.
However, I'm a good person and I have the
Yes.
Lord in my heart.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're
Yeah.
always
right.
striving.
Agree.
If you're striving
That's
to
right.
do better and to be a better person, that's good.
Yeah.
I just don't like when people go to church and then they come out and they're like, "Oh, well, I went to church, so I'm good.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
go
better
back
than
to
you."
being
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
better than you.
All
Energy.
the opinions for
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're all in perfect people, but the fact that we can acknowledge that we are
Yes.
imperfect, but we do have a love for the Lord. It takes a big person to say that,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
you know, and to own that. So,
Absolutely. And we're not here to coerce anyone
No,
into anything.
absolutely
Yeah.
not.
But at the end of the day, you know, this is our truth, and this
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
You know, a platform, of course, you know, no judgment.
yes.
There's nothing but love and respect.
I was going to
Absolutely.
say,
Absolutely.
we're just
Whether-
keeping it real.
Non-biased.
You heard?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whether people believe or not, I mean, there's
Yeah.
people who doesn't believe on absolutely
And that's
anything.
fine.
Yes.
too. I have friends,
And that's
I have friends
fine
like
too.
that.
Yeah.
I would love to sit down and talk with you.
Yeah.
Yes,
because
all are
I-
welcome.
agree.
all the
Yeah.
time. The amount of priests and church people that's been studying. I have a cousin of mine, and she's a chaplain in the military.
Nice.
Like I say, I have I have an uncle and a cousin who are pastors, and I know just so many people that is deep in, and I love sitting down and having friendly talks with them.
Absolutely.
And we have
yeah.
friendly talks about everything because, again, I studied the Bible for so many years.
Yeah.
I went through so many chapters, and there was so things that I was always like, okay, I get this, but wait a minute.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
one right here.
Yeah.
I
Maybe,
like, yes.
maybe not resonate
Yes.
with you
Yeah.
right then,
You know,
but it
I'm
comes
big
a point.
researcher, and there's
Yeah.
things that you just point out, and you're like, there's got to be more to this.
To this
Yeah, to
one.
the story.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
interpretation. Let's talk interpretation because that's another big thing. When you're reading the Bible,
Yes.
you can
Oh, yes.
interpret it one way, and
Yeah.
I can
Completely
interpret it
different.
differently.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean you're not wrong. I'm
Right.
not wrong. It's just
Right.
the way we see it
It's the way that God is speaking
to you about
Yeah.
how to see it.
Correct.
Exactly.
He's not going to give everybody the same message because
No.
that's
We're all
just not
different
how
walks
he
of
works.
life.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like the message come through matters where you are in your life,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
you know, and so,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I
that
agree.
all of you, that you girls grew up in a religion in particular, or not really?
Yeah, no, so for me, yeah, it was definitely Christian. My grandmother was Catholic, so we would go back and forth between Christianity and then Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Jocelyn said, much like your experiences, mine was the same. It's like, although these are religious communities, you can pick up something from each of them. And what I would do is I would take each that applied to me and apply it in a way that I can use and I understand it, right?
Absolutely.
And I didn't like one or the other more.
Yeah.
It was just whatever resonated to
You're
me.
just applying the principles
Yeah, the
Yeah.
principles of it.
to your
mhm.
life, you know. I didn't grow up really with any religion. I went to church a few times, like with my friends. My mom, she had a cousin who's a pastor Pentecostal.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pentecostal. That's
You
what
know,
my
okay.
uncle is, and half of my
So,
family.
Yeah,
Love it.
you know, so it was always spoken about, but and then my nana, you know, she was Catholic.
Yeah.
So it's different. But
Yeah.
growing up is when I started to get hungry
Okay.
for God.
Yes.
I didn't even want a religion. I just wanted that relationship.
Yeah.
And I met a really great mentor of mine, Tracy. That's my boo.
Shout out to Tracy.
Shout out to Tracy.
Yeah.
And her boo.
She is the one who really introduced me
Yeah.
to the love of the Lord.
Yes.
Love it.
I
Yeah.
like
That's
that.
great.
And there is no
I
there's
love
no
that.
other love to express to someone when you are trying to show them the love of the Lord.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, you know, she's not trying to heal me. She's trying to show me what true healing is.
Is right.
Exactly.
So really it was her who allowed me to really get deep into myself and that relationship. And don't get me wrong, like I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
But I long for that relationship to this day with God.
And something that you said is like, you know, she was the one that introduced you, but see, you had to have been willing
Yeah.
You have
and
to
been
want it,
present
too.
Yeah.
in that time to receive what was given to you. And the fact that, you know, you was able to do that, it shows where you are
Yeah.
and your journey to learning the different things of religions and how does that apply to you
Absolutely.
and the things and the questions that you may have.
Yeah.
So I do feel like the individual that's receiving the information, again, where you are in your life is how you're going to receive it and what you're going to
Exactly.
get from it.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. And it was still a very dark time. Like,
Yes.
and you know, that's
Absolutely.
another thing too, is like God will make you go through it until
Yes.
you learn your lesson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
so true.
That is
He will
true.
make you go
Yeah.
through the same thing over
Yep.
and over and over again
Yeah.
until you're like, I'm done.
That's that
Yeah.
is no, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean that's part
I
of
am
your
over it.
that's part of your mission and that's part of
Yeah.
your sole purpose. It's learning the lesson.
Yes.
And I feel like sometimes we come here, we forget all about what was our mission,
Yeah.
what was our purpose, and sometimes there's these lessons that we are meant to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And until you don't fully learn that lesson and you are ready for your next big chapter, you're gonna have to keep reliving it.
Yes, I
Exactly.
agree.
You're gonna
Yeah.
have to
Exactly.
keep reliving it through
Yeah.
different people, through different scenarios, but it's gonna keep happening. You're gonna be like, why? Why is this
Yes,
happening
yes.
to
and,
me?
and
Yes.
and then for me, like I said, we all go through different things, and I feel like people are presenting in your life at the time where they need
Yes.
to come into your
That's
life.
God too.
Yeah.
Is
That's
one
God
of
too.
one of
Yeah.
the things that I found with that is embracing that too. Like for you are Jocelyn, Nikki, Divine, like. I never imagined sitting here in front of you
Yes.
all having this keeping it real with iMath ladies
Yeah.
group, and talking about these conversations that normally is not talked
Yes.
about. It's an uncomfortable conversation
Right.
to have,
Yeah.
and then to admit that we all been through something,
Yes.
Absolutely.
different
Yes.
things, but the feelings are similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be able to have these conversations, that in itself is a aha moment that I give praise to the Lord.
Yes.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate that as
love
well.
it.
Yeah.
And I will say this: church. A lot of people, like we were talking about going to church, and you feel like you have to go to church.
Yeah.
But church is also, if you really look up the
Yeah.
meaning, it's being around other people that
Yes.
is like minded,
Yes.
and things like that. Like this is considered a church.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
so it's you don't have to be in the big building and all those things
Yes.
to feel the spirit or whatever. So that's something to keep in mind. It is not. Church is also meaning you're
It's a
around other
community.
people that
Yeah, it is a
worship in
community.
It is a
Like-minded
community.
people,
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can go to them big churches and you know
Yeah.
what? You know how many demon-filled people are in there?
Yes.
So I've heard one
Did you say
time.
all?
Yes.
Come as
and
you
then-
are.
sorry,
no,
I'm
I
keeping it
absolutely
real.
I agree with that. I heard one
Yes.
time, and I think it's very true too. Church is a hospital for the sick.
Absolutely.
It is.
And
It
you
is.
go to church looking for healing.
Yeah.
You go to church
Yeah.
looking to be fed the word of the Lord
Yes.
and to be healed
And that's
to
okay.
be renovated. Of
Yeah,
course, it's
yeah.
absolutely okay. As long as you know that you don't have to limit yourself to wait once a week to go to
Absolutely.
church.
That's
Right.
the thing. That's what I mean.
Yeah, every day.
Every
Like I
day.
say, every
It's an
day.
every day.
Something
Yeah.
every day from what you do. You
Yeah.
know. So
Absolutely. Just the message is just have your own relationship with something that you believe in that's going to drive
It's
you
important.
to be better every single day.
It's important,
Yes.
and that's why I mentioned I still take my kids to church
Yeah.
because
Same.
I believe that when it comes to the youth and to young children, they should have a base.
Yes.
agree.
You should
Foundation
give
Yes,
them a
I
base
agree.
and a
absolutely.
foundation,
Yeah.
and they're gonna reach adulthood just like I did, and they're
Yes.
gonna have their own questions,
Yes.
and they have the freedom to be able to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You teach
Exactly.
them what's right, what's wrong.
Absolutely.
You pass kindness and all of these good traits,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna become adults, and they get to make their own decisions, and that's the beauty of being an adult and being your own
Yeah.
person.
I like how you created, Jocelyn, for you created that safe place for your
Absolutely,
children
yes.
and for them to be able to express themselves in the way that they think that they're receiving the word, and for you to have that personal relationship with them too by talking about your experiences and then
Absolutely.
guiding them where you think the best is for them.
Absolutely.
And again, letting them, when they arrive, letting them make that decision for themselves. So that's a really good
They need
tip.
that foundation. They really do.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of mean people in this world.
Oh, yes.
And it's because they have nothing.
to stand on, like they
They
don't have
have
that
nothing
foundation.
that is
is not
filled
there.
inside of them.
Yeah.
There's no faith. There's
There's
no
nothing.
nothing. There's emptiness.
And I'm sorry, but
there's just a void.
Faith is all you need is a mustard seed of it.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
tiny little bit. A dust particle
Yeah.
of it.
Faith, it works. Prayers work. Some people
Yes.
don't think that prayers
Oh,
work.
prayers
All of
work.
these things.
And it just
Yeah,
it just
they definitely
makes
work.
the day so much easier
Yeah.
to handle.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit.
I know for me, I had an experience what I went through for 67 days. And everyone that was around me told me everything that I didn't want to hear.
Yeah.
The prognosis was not good, we'll say that. And
67 days.
67 days
so
by bedside.
specific.
It is, yeah,
Okay.
67
Okay.
days. And like I said, it didn't look good. And so going back to faith, when we talk about faith, I understood what faith meant up until that point, but it's when you're actually going through something where you can recall that you learned something from a church that you can use and apply for in that moment. Because sometimes you need something right then in that moment that you cannot see, but you know that it worked through the stories that was told, how you should apply it, and the definition of it.
Yeah.
And faith was one of the things that I needed in that moment for those
That's good.
67 days.
Absolutely.
And that's
That was
something
all I
within
had.
that
Yeah,
you can't.
and that's
That was
what it
all I
is.
had.
Yeah.
Faith is something
And
that
it's
you
so
cannot see or
powerful.
touch or hear, but you know it's there.
You know it's
Yes.
there.
It's like air.
And
Just
there was
like the Lord.
Yeah. And
You
there
know,
was-
we know we can't see him, but he
Yeah.
was there.
Absolutely.
So I'm the type that I'm more so affirmation,
Yeah.
and I give my thanks every day. I probably do
Yes.
thanks more than I am asking to receive something.
Yeah.
And during that time in my life, I remember just saying to the Lord, like, listen, you know, we've had this relationship. The earliest I can remember since 7 years old.
Love it.
And this scenario, I really need you to take the wheel. If all what is said is true, that I believe, that I know about you, I'm going to stand still. I will be doing no affirmations. I'm not asking for a give out or a handout. I will continuously just say what I'm grateful for. But for this, I need you to take the wheel. And my God, did
It
he
does
not
happen,
pick me
yeah.
up?
Amen.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just
Amen
like
to
that.
that.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the surrendering.
Absolutely.
It's the vulnerability.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
Because-
always ask before each prayer, I always say thank you. I always
You
thank
should
you.
always say
Always
thank
say
you.
thank you
say
first,
thank you,
yeah.
and then I ask. No.
Yeah,
But no,
yeah,
really,
no, it's a
you-
yes, but
And it's-
sometimes,
that's okay. People
that's
don't
where you are.
realize
That's where
that
you
God
are.
wants you to ask him for stuff.
Yes,
So, yeah.
they want
He
you to come to
does.
him.
Yeah.
So I have I'm gonna share here because I do agree. God wants you to ask for
Yeah.
stuff. The universe very much wants you to ask for stuff. You're limitless.
Yes.
Yes.
You can
Yes.
conquer whatever you want.
Whatever
I don't
you
care
want.
what it is. You can conquer whatever you want. Now, the thing with prayers, and it correlates to manifesting,
Yeah.
Yes.
believe it or not. And the thing is that you do start thinking, but the energy that you want to use when you're asking for something, when you are desperately in need for something, there's an energy there that you're
Yes.
putting
Yes.
out there. And if your energy carries fear, and I want this so bad, like I want the house of my dreams, and I cannot wait to have it, but I am so afraid because I don't see that in my future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're delaying that
Yes.
process. Like
Yeah.
you're actually
Yes,
delaying
yes.
that process versus, Lord, thank you because I really trust you and I know the house of my dream is coming. Like I just
Yes.
know it
Yes.
and I feel it.
I can
Absolutely.
feel
There
this.
is a difference,
Yeah.
and you thinking because you gotta visualize this
You do.
already.
Yes.
No, you
And your
absolutely
body,
do.
your body responds. It's all about an energy that you put
Yes.
out there, and it
I
does
am a
respond.
firm believer.
And the Lord,
in
source, the
energy.
universe wants you to have
Everything.
everything that you
Yes.
have ever dreamed of and
Yeah.
envisioned.
Yeah.
It's meant to be yours. This is why you're
Yes.
dreaming it, but you have to believe it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because when you are coming from scarcity and insecurities and you don't believe in it, and you stand in front of the mirror and you're like, I want to be skinny. Please make
I
me
love mirror
skinny.
work.
But you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Not doing it. Yeah, you're not
And
doing
you're not
anything.
believing it.
You
And
gotta-
the
yes.
moment I watch people, the moment they go out there and I say, oh my God, I love your shirt. People like, they
Yes.
get really shy and they don't
Yeah.
know what to
Yes.
say.
Now I
Thank
understand
you.
that person
Yes.
is confident,
Yes.
or
have
know,
to embrace it. Embrace
Yes.
it. Because even when you're not seeing it yourself, somebody else
Somebody
is seeing
else
it.
is,
And
yeah.
when somebody else is seeing it and coming to you and telling you, they are
Yes.
confirming.
Yes.
They are
They're
confirming
it for
what they
you.
already
Yeah.
believe.
Yes. So
Yeah.
we
That's
are
it.
our own worst enemies.
We
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they have, it's the insecurities, you
It
know?
is.
Yes.
And it's like, it goes back to say, when somebody's like, oh, know one man's, trash is another man's treasure.
Yes.
There it is.
There it is.
There it
Yeah.
is. So
And like I said with this, and that's why I love this channel, keeping it real with the iMath ladies, because it's like we can talk about the insecurities that we have with one another and really embrace that and let our hair down, because you're not alone, we're not alone,
Yes.
is why we're
Absolutely.
here.
exactly.
And like I said, we all go through, trials and tribulations. And although the experiences are different, they still feel the same.
Yeah.
And being able to have this open space to be able to talk about these things, we welcome them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Absolutely. And that's building the community.
Absolutely.
You don't have to believe what we believe.
Right.
But believe that you have gone through similar situations and that you have someone who can relate to you.
Yeah.
No matter
For
how.
sure.
No judgment.
Absolutely.
No
There's no
judgment.
This is
No
the no
judgment.
judgment zone,
And it
for
don't
sure.
matter how well together anybody looks. We all have a story.
Oh,
we
Yeah.
all
have a
went through
story.
something.
We
all
all
of us.
have a story.
That'll be it for another episode.
Yes. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We all have a
Everyone's story is
Yes.
written and, even if we think that we're rewriting it, we're not.
No. Yeah.
It's
We're
Like
not-
I said,
it's never
the
over until it's over, and even then, it's not over.
we're starting
Yeah.
over,
Starting
right?
over.
We're starting right back
Yes,
over, right?
yes.
You're like, wait a minute, what just happened here?
Yeah,
That's
it's like,
why.
wait a minute. I was the mom, now I'm the grandma. Like, this is
Yes.
like, what's going
Yes.
on?
I had a point. I'm not gonna lie. I had a point. I think 2-3 years ago when I was just upset and mad at life because we do get like that.
Oh,
And I say, you know what? Earth is so ghetto. I just don't want to come here anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
we get those
I
moments.
can relate to that. I know
Yes.
exactly how you
Yes.
mean. Man, I have stories
Everyone
about that.
has gone through those times
Yeah.
where you're just mad at the world.
Yes,
Yes.
you are.
And you don't like
then-
anybody.
At all.
Yeah. And then
Mom,
like,
so
dad,
ghetto.
grandma, cats, dogs, whoever
Yeah.
you
Everybody's
are.
irritating to you. Yeah, I've been there.
and then after we get out of those moments, because like we always talk about, like there was a time and moment where we felt like this, and then it's like the aftermath of that, right? So
Absolutely.
after we overcame that, did we stop and embrace that? Did we stop and say, hey, wow, that was rough?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me just take a moment
To
to
reflect.
reflect to know there is a light after every tunnel that we go through. Like that's not the all be all
Yes.
for us, right? And the fact
Absolutely.
that we got through that tells us what we are, right? We're unstoppable.
Unstoppable. I love
Right,
that. Yes.
unstoppable.
Absolutely.
Right, and that's the beauty part, especially of being a woman. Like I feel like we can go through so many trials and tribulations, and it all feels the same, and it does not feel so good. But to come out of that at the end of the tunnel and say, "Hey, we can talk about this and have a
Yes.
conversation about this," that's the most powerful and priceless
What women
thing.
can handle, it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy. We can handle 4 or 5 trials, tribulations, all
We're
that at
true
the same
warriors.
exact time.
yeah.
And it's,
True warrior.
you won't
Yes,
even
we
know,
are.
Warriors, I like
at all until the end. The only person who truly knows that they're really going through it is us within.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's within your own heart.
We have
Yeah.
someone,
Yeah.
we mask it so well.
Yeah.
do.
And then the masking part, there's so many labels on that, right? I know one that we all familiar with is mental health, right? And I feel like
Mental health's huge right
the best medication we can have for that is just having this commune like this, talking. Right, to relieve what we're feeling inside, because again, we are not alone. We just feel like that because it
Yes.
feels like
Yes.
the end of the world, but it's not, because your neighbor 2 houses down from you is going through a similar situation that may need you as well.
That's
Right,
correct.
so
It's good to find your own community, and even if it's like almost like a therapy session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And
I
it's
love
like a
it.
natural
I'm about
therapy
it.
Me too.
Yeah.
So I'm always, sometimes it's hard for somebody to say something like
Yes.
hard and to talk about
Yeah.
things. So I'm very outgoing, as we all know.
Yeah.
Will talk to anybody, and if I ever feel like somebody may kind of to themselves, and I will. Hey, how
yeah,
are
how you doing? What's
and
going
they're like,
on? Yeah,
you
like,
know,
oh, where did you come from?
At
Yeah.
the end of that conversation, let me tell you, I made their day.
Yes,
They're like,
absolutely.
wow, I can just tell on their face. It's like, man, like,
I
she
needed
was really
that.
nice,
Yes.
and I needed
And
that,
genuine.
and I don't know what was going on in that person's day.
Yes.
But
But-
it's like just reaching out and just saying hi.
Yeah.
I say
You never know
hi
what
to
somebody's
everybody.
going through.
Right,
It
it does
changes
change
their
us.
day.
It
Yeah.
does.
So
you never know what someone is going through.
Mm-mm. You
And
don't.
that's why I do try to be kind.
Yes,
Yes.
I believe in
caring,
yes.
because I try to treat people how I want to be treated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
that goes to tell me, because I'm curious, because of each of us have something
Yes.
so strong.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to know
Oh, yes.
why I am the way I am.
Okay.
Yes,
we
yes,
can
I
get
love
to
that.
that.
Let's get
We
to
can
that.
get to that.
Oh,
Let's
gosh.
start with Nikki. I'm
We are gonna
curious.
okay.
So
we're
curious.
gonna do it in order. We're gonna start with
Okay.
Nikki.
Okay.
So a little bit of some of the things that I've been studying lately. It's gonna be astrology combined with numerology. I do believe I'm obsessed with numerology. I do believe that numbers are the language of the world.
Okay, I was going to
Um,
say, for people that don't know numerology, which is me, explain what that is
So,
in a nutshell.
so numbers is the universe
okay.
of the world.
Yes.
It don't
Okay.
matter what, it doesn't change. Whether
Yes,
you are in
numbers
this
don't
corner of
change,
the
yeah.
world, whether you're in the other corner of the world, numbers are numbers. It doesn't change.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are encoded. We all have an energy that we are born with. And when you combine astrology with numerology, you get a blueprint of your life. You get a map. This is what it looks
Wow.
like.
Oh,
So
Okay.
each one of you has a completely see how different they can be.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Oh, wow.
They are
Mine is
completely
very
different.
intricate. Lord.
Yes, yes, all of them. Look at TDs.
Snap.
Oh, wow.
So
She
we
on
all
a
have
one-way path.
different.
Oh, wait,
No, I'm
come
kidding.
on.
Thank you.
So we
Yeah.
collect information. When it comes to numerology, we got our regular numbers from 1 to 9.
Okay.
And then you got your master numbers. Master numbers are 11, 22, and 33.
Okay.
Okay.
When you go from 1 to 9, you are in human school. You're learning. You're going through trials and tribulations.
Okay.
When you attain a master number, it means that you've been here for a very, very, very long time.
Ooh.
People from 1 to 9 have been here a couple of times too, and they could be here for a long time.
So like reincarnation, kind of?
Yes.
I just
yes,
feel like I've been
reincarnation
here
kind of,
multiple
yes.
I know. I
So-
agree with you on that one.
So we are humans. So I mean, we are
Yes.
spiritual beings. So we get this is our meat suit.
Yeah.
Our meat suit.
Yeah.
This
I like
changes and it expires, but your soul is eternal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your soul is eternal, and nobody can take that away from you.
I do
Nobody
believe that.
can
Yeah,
destroy
too.
it
Yeah.
for you.
So real.
And the thing is that your soul is here on a mission.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, this life goes by so quick.
It does.
It does.
So quick.
Yeah.
And we make a lot of mistakes.
We
Because we
does.
forget everything when we come here. In one lifetime, it's not enough for you to
Yes.
fulfill your purpose.
Yeah.
So you have to keep coming and you have to relive the lessons over and over until you go and you escalate to your degrees. Even Jesus, Yeshua, he died at 33. There's a big
Yeah.
meaning behind that.
Yes.
We have somebody in the room who's actually a 33
Yeah.
life
Oh,
path.
God.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna let you all
Really?
guess.
If we got a 33?
Yeah, we got.
I
we got
think I
two,
could guess.
We got two master numbers in the room.
We do know
Yeah,
it's definitely
yeah, we
divine.
got-
Now,
So again, we're gonna have our main
Not
energy.
me.
There's
I haven't been here before. I'm lost. I
I'm
would be
tired,
really
baby.
shocked if I'm a 33.
she just says she's tired. Makes sense.
it makes sense, right? That's what I
You're
said. Yeah,
33.
she's,
Really?
You're
yeah,
a
like a
33.
33. Yeah, and Jocelyn
Makes sense.
probably,
You said you're
yes.
tired. You're a
I'm
33.
tired.
Yes.
Yes,
And are you the
are.
other 33?
I am
Yeah,
an
that's what I
11.
said. It was
Wonderful.
Jocelyn.
I'm
Yeah.
an 11. She's a 33.
I
They're
love
both
that.
master
Mhm.
numbers. There's a lot
That
of power
makes
behind
sense.
that. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
Absolutely.
power
I
behind
can
that.
see it in both of you.
When it comes to Nikki, because I have all my notes here. So
Okay.
Nikki, you got a full energy. You're gonna have two main energies.
Okay.
So your main energy, we're gonna put your birthday together, and we're
Okay.
gonna count all the numbers, and it's gonna come to a final number, and that number you subtract to one single number. So your main energy, it's a number 1.
Oh.
That's your
a
main
good one?
energy. It is a good one. There is many benefits of a number 1 because the number 1 is the leader, the trailblazer. Number 1 is somebody who's always happy and enthusiastic. Also, number 1 is the energy of the male. So there's a lot of strength in being a number 1.
Okay.
Because you are gonna carry a lot of like that
Dominance.
dominance
Dominance,
energy,
okay.
and it don't matter what he says or she say. Nikki knows what she wants, and she's just gonna go for it, and it's just like battling that.
Yeah.
Because again, there's a lot of like very strong energy. Then we have our secondary energy. So your first energy, again, that's your core. That's who you are to your core. Your secondary energy, it's the date of your birthday. You were born on the 31st.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
3 and 1, that's number 4. So the number of the energy of the number 4, it's law and order. Things have to be certain way. Things have to be
Yes.
specific way. She don't want to break the law. She wants
No.
things to go this way, and she expect things to go in certain order from everybody in your home, outside of your home. You want to always be told the truth. You cannot
Yes.
stand lies. I don't know
No.
if you relate or not,
I
but you
love that.
cannot stand a lie, and you want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's your main and core numbers when it comes to numerology. Now, when you mix that with astrology, obviously you have a Scorpio sun, which like
Yes,
yes,
fire just in its name.
I
Yes.
love
So Scorpio,
Scorpios.
so we are water signs, but we are very known for being the fire of the water
Fire,
signs
yes,
because
Yeah.
we are very powerful and we are very intense. There's
Yes.
an intensity. And then you got a double Scorpio on your chart
Oof.
because you have a
Oh.
Scorpio sun and then you have a Scorpio rising. So your sun, again, it's who you are to your core. Your rising is what people notice about you. It's like your mask, how people see you, how the world see you. And then your moon is going to be the way you process energy, the way you process your energy, the way you process your emotions, the way how you feel deep down. And you have a Gemini moon, which
Oh,
Gem-
Gemini.
this is
they,
a lot.
my
This
sister's a
it's a
Gemini.
it's a lot because
It's a lot.
there's duality in Gemini.
Yeah.
There can be times where you feel a little bit of confusion
Always.
because of this duality. Like again, you've got the number 1, which is like the boss energy, like I want
Yeah.
it, but then you have a Gemini moon, which is how you process emotion, and sometimes you doubt yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like
So much
you know, and
So
you're
much
you
sense.
want to be so precise, and you want to be like, this is it. But then your Gemini moon gets in there, and it starts messing with your emotions, and you're like, wait a moment. You
Yeah.
start second guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you should have gone with the first option because your spirit, your system
Yeah.
was already speaking with you, but you're letting emotions getting in there, and being a Scorpio is already emotional enough.
Yes.
Like I'm a Scorpio too. We're
Yes.
very intense. We're like,
Yeah.
I
Like
take
you
it
wear your
like,
heart on your sleeve.
Yes.
oh yes, all the
Yes.
time. I don't know how not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Me
is
too.
what I
That's
don't
the
know how
problem.
not
I don't
to.
know how not to.
Please don't change that about yourselves. That's one of
Yeah.
the things I
Yeah.
absolutely love about you all. Even
Yeah.
though I
Thank
know
you.
sometimes it can
Thank
be
you.
much, but
Thank
It's
you.
an internal
Yeah, it's an internal
fight.
challenge.
yeah,
Yeah,
I love
that
that.
is an internal challenge for sure. And then when you mix that with obviously Western astrology and Chinese zodiac sign, on the Chinese zodiac sign, you're gonna be an ox. And oxes are very diligent, very strong. There's a lot of determination there. But again, the only thing that you gotta work on it's your moon energy
Yes.
because again, that Gemini comes
Yes.
back and gets you every single time. So you gotta work on
That's that little voice.
Yeah.
So-
The
Yeah.
subconscious, like, no,
Yeah.
don't
So-
do that.
So
Don't
what
do
we,
that.
so what we mean by working on that, that's just something that she has to capture when it's happening to her.
Yeah.
And try to kind
It's
of.
about believing in yourself
Yes.
more.
Okay.
Yes.
It's about having the confidence to believe in yourself to say, this is who I am. I know what I want.
Yeah.
This is my energy, and I am going to go ahead and listen to that voice
I'm
and say,
in
that energy.
control.
I'm in control.
Yes.
The moment that doubts walks in, I'm out of here. This
Yes.
is not where I belong.
Yes.
I'm out of
And
here.
I told you that even with the
I
whole
know.
brokerage agreement, like
I know.
Real
you
estate.
knew exactly
From
what
the
it was,
beginning,
and you
from the
questioned
beginning,
it
yes.
until we killed doubt right in the
Yeah.
ass.
Really
Yeah,
quick,
that's
yeah.
so true. 'Cause
Yeah.
I always, I don't know, I
She was
always
like, I was
worry about
gonna
what I'm
do
going to
that,
say.
yeah.
Or,
Yes.
yeah.
No, but.
Yeah.
No, but
So
we're doing this.
something beautiful about you and something that I admire is that you are a giver.
Yes.
You love giving. You
Yes.
are
Okay,
a giver.
next.
No, she is. Yeah.
And I mean, you carry intensity, but it's good intensity because
Yeah.
you mean well.
Yeah.
You mean well. And I'm not going to go over all the details
No,
of the
no.
chart because it will take all day.
Yes.
But
I love
your
it.
chart has really good details. It's funny because your chart and divine chart show something that is a little bit similar. And when it comes to that point that I'll share a little bit here, it's that the first half of both of your life were a little karmic. But
Really?
they are a little karmic where you have to go through certain challenges and lessons,
Yeah.
but it's not from this lifetime. They are from old
What
lifetimes.
did I do?
Really?
Is there
mean,
actual like
Interesting.
story in there? No, okay.
So actually, when it comes to your specific and what it shows here in your chart, it's that this lifetime you actually chose all your trials and tribulations that you've gone through. You chose them.
Yeah.
Wow,
Mom,
okay.
dad, marriage, friendship, everything that has happened to you. You wanted to advance on your soul school, and you're gonna see like, no, like, why will I choose this to
Yes.
happen to me, or why will I? You did.
No,
Yeah.
You
Okay.
did. And
Okay.
it shows that the first half of your life was going to be a little bit on the rougher side.
Okay.
So that yours, but the second half of your life here, it's insane because it's so pretty.
Really?
Yes.
I
Yes.
can
I
I
love
can
that.
see
Yes.
how that
Gosh.
is.
That
My
just made my
decisions,
whole year.
I used to think like, why is this happening? But honestly, going back, like as a teenager, everything I went through, to be honest with you, I allowed it,
Yeah.
and I kept going back
Yeah.
and going back and
I
going
see.
back.
Yeah, sometimes
So
a,
that is
a
true.
master number goes and carries on with the most amount of challenges, because they just the way that they are evolving, and they're like, hey,
Yeah.
I've been here many times, I've done this many times, I got this, it's okay, because I know that no matter what, I'm gonna be right.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be
Yes.
fine, and I'm gonna be
Yes.
alright, and that's gonna be you.
Yeah.
You carry certain lessons and certain challenges too
Yeah.
that you had agreed to, and sometimes you can find yourself now being like, why?
Right.
Yeah.
Why did I did this,
Yeah.
or why am I stuck in here, or why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? And it's because you know that there is so much more,
Yes.
whether you see it or not.
Yeah.
Again, because we come
That's
and
a-
we
that's
tend
a
to
big
forget
skill.
all about it.
Yeah.
So essentially, when we choose our lives, and when we come back as, okay, so reincarnation, we're choosing to bring all of this back into this universe, but the transition, somehow we forget a little bit on why, when we get back here, why we chose what we chose.
Yes.
And so then that comes with the misunderstanding of why I feel the way that I feel, because there was a
Correct.
mission that was
Correct.
attached to this, but
Ego
somehow
gets on the way,
Yeah.
because we become humans,
You
and
reroute.
ego gets on the
Yeah.
way, and once ego gets on the way, it changes our whole system. It just, that's why you see a kid will run and walk around with dirt on their
Fearless.
mouth, and fearless, and with this strength, and a kid's not worried about my hair
Hair.
being messy.
Yeah.
A
Yep.
kid's not worried
Yes.
about so many things. They are just living and floating,
Yes.
Absolutely.
because they are in a different frequency that we are.
They are.
Then life gets harsh.
Yes.
And then ego gets on the way.
Yes.
And then you're not trying to prove yourself, you're trying to prove the world.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's where we fail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
we're
then
never gonna prove
we
anything.
No.
separate, we
No.
completely separate from spirit. We completely separate from God, believe it or not. We separate from our mission. We separate from what we truly came here to do. And it's serve.
Wow.
We
Yes.
came here to
To
serve. We are servants. We came here to serve.
Absolutely.
That clarifies so many things
Yeah.
for
It
me.
does. I'm
Just
glad
that
it
last,
does.
Just hearing
yeah.
all this, I'm like, oh, a lot of
'Cause
these
that
are
makes
checking
sense.
boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the thing is here, another thing that we are meant to be here for, it's to experience unconditional love, because God love for us is unconditional.
Absolutely.
And we do not know how to love unconditional, unfortunately. You're capable of loving your child unconditional.
Yes.
Because I will tell you right now, no matter what my three little angels do, they are my
They,
angels.
that's it.
Okay, they are my angel. Yeah, you
Yes.
you correct them, you do get upset,
Yeah.
you do teach them, but that's your child.
That's your child.
Exactly.
No matter
At the
what.
end of the day,
Or
Whether
what
he
matter.
brought
Yeah.
a bad report from school, I just went through that this morning.
Okay.
And things happen in
Yeah.
life. But that's my blood and
But-
my flesh, and
Yes.
I guess we're gonna correct it and we're gonna get it better, and don't worry about it, because we
Yeah.
got this and we are together. In
Yes.
this.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
aside from your kids, we are supposed to learn how to practice unconditional love, and we don't practice unconditional love.
Yeah.
You don't love your spouse unconditionally.
Yes.
The moment he did something that you don't like, you're ready to kick him out the door. Because
Yes.
a lot of us are
Yes,
like
a lot of
that.
us is like
You
that,
think
yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
This is
There'd be
true.
a lot of
It
moms
is-
going,
That is
"No."
very
It's
true.
And we are supposed
Yes.
to love our spouse unconditional.
Yes.
They are part of us. We become one.
Yes.
And that's how you bring fruits.
That is
into this
so
earth.
powerful.
And yes, we are supposed. That's number one mission. And we humans, we get it all
Yeah.
wrong, and we
Yeah.
keep repeating,
No,
and
for
it's
sure.
it's just
Absolutely.
not good. But we are supposed to practice unconditional love. I'm supposed to love you for who you are,
Yes.
and I'm supposed to walk this walk with you.
Yes.
But guess what? We all evolve, and like you said at the very beginning, there's different portals. We are
Yes.
full of
Yes.
portals everywhere, timelines, whether you believe it or not. We shift constantly
Yes.
on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. We're shifting
Yes.
between one portal and the other one.
Yep.
And I can love you, and maybe we have a history of like 30 years together, but then tomorrow you change,
Yes.
and you went into a different portal. That doesn't mean that it's an attack to me.
Right.
And I gotta love you and wish you well, because not every place you go, some people are going to be meant to go in with you. And you have
Yes.
to
Amen.
understand that.
Yes.
And sometimes we want to pull people and push them hard with
Yes.
us, and they are not meant to come with us
They're
in this
not
next
there.
journey.
They're not in
Yeah.
that journey.
Yeah.
Part
But
of their
please
journey.
love them and thank them
Yes.
for the years they gave you, for
Yes.
the journey they gave you.
Yes.
Because it's gonna come to one day our kids gonna have to fly it and
Yes.
and come up to their own life. And
Yeah.
we gotta let them
We
go.
gotta let them
too,
go.
'cause
I
they're
can
borrowed
contest to
here.
that for sure.
They are borrowed here.
They are.
And it happens every day with immediate family members. It
Yeah.
happens with friends. It happens with work relative.
Yes.
It happens with spouses. And I know we all marry, and we all marry because you want to be married for the rest of your
Your
life.
life.
And this is it.
Yeah.
But understand, everything has an ending in
Yes.
this life. Anything has an ending, whether it's life saying, "Hey, I gotta take you here right now," or
Right.
death.
Yes.
Exactly.
But it's
Yeah.
there's an expiration date to everything.
Everything.
here.
I
Yes.
agree.
There's an
It is
expiration
true.
date to everything here, and we don't come to an agreement with that. We never do.
Yeah.
We never do.
Nobody ever
That's
wants
why-
anything to end.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yes.
wants
and
anything
and
to
so
end.
like I know I mentioned before, for me, I set my expectation, during the mornings is why, because I know we have an expiration date here, and that's so important. If you set your day, you can kind of live in a best way that that day, so at least if something happens at the end of the day, at least you accomplish what
Yeah.
you wanted to in that day, like you feel a little more
Absolutely.
fulfilled.
So divine.
Yes.
So when it comes, I told you you're a number 33.
Yes.
It doesn't get any higher
It
than
doesn't
that. You're a
even-
master number, and it doesn't get
Wow.
any higher than that.
I always felt like
Okay.
the old soul.
And
Yes. I love
but
that.
you are, and the thing is, like 33 is very rare. There's not many people 33s out there.
Wow.
It's just- so
There you
again,
go.
yes, okay,
Divine's
she
a
got
33.
it. She got it. So you're 33 now. Your secondary energy is, you share that with Nikki, is the energy of number 4. Things gotta go certain way with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you don't play with shenanigans. You don't play with shady things. You want things to be correct and the way it's supposed to be. And when it comes to that, you're very strict.
I am.
You're
I am
very, very
controlled.
strict.
Totally
Yes.
see it.
I like
Yeah.
that.
I
I'm a
see.
very, I see
But in
this
a
all
good
the
way.
time.
I like to be in
am
control.
controlling.
Yes.
So Divine has a Libra sun, which Libra is all about beauty, because you guys are ruled by Venus.
Yes.
And Venus is the goddess of love or beauty, luxury, and all nice things. So girl here, she likes all the nice
She
things.
likes all the
She
nice
likes
things.
to find
She does.
things in life.
She does.
But
You
Explains-
deserve
she does.
every
Explains
bit
my
of it.
high eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
She does like
Yeah.
the finer things in life. In life, she's got a Leo moon, so the way you process your emotions are gonna be the way that a Leo carries himself and behave. Now, Leo people are very loyal people.
Yes.
They're very loyal people, but they like the spotlight.
Yes.
They like the
Yes.
spotlight, and they like being recognized, and they love, love, love their words of affirmation.
Okay.
Yeah.
A Leo needs words of affirmation, and I don't know if you can relate or not, but you do like words of affirmation. It's
No,
something
I
that
do, yeah.
it reaffirms you, it confirms
Yeah.
who you are, and all that
I
stuff.
like praise, and
Yeah.
you're so great and fantastic.
Oh, and it
I
feels
love
great.
that.
I
Yeah,
love
and you
that
are
stuff
though.
too.
You are all
But
of
you
those
are
things.
all of those things.
Yeah.
And then you have a Sagittarius rising, which Sag are fantastic because that's going to be your adventurous side.
Yes.
As Sagittarius, there's no way you can tame them down.
I mean, I jumped out of an airplane on my birthday.
There you go.
I love
what I'm
that.
talking about.
I
That's
love
what she's
that about
saying.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are adventurous people. They are people who are always seeking and looking for more. Sagittarius people, they love learning and they are very spiritually inclined. And I love that
Yeah.
because they can be religious, and being religious and being spiritually inclined, it actually goes together
Yeah.
Yes.
because you are always seeking and you are always looking for more. But there's a lot of beauty in your chart and there's a lot of great things. And like I say, you might be in a rush to be 30, but don't be in a rush. Enjoy these years. Enjoy
Yes.
enjoy
it
the
goes by already
lessons
so fast.
because at the end of the day, you sign up for all of them, but the second half of your life, it's going to be such a peaceful and beautiful half of your life.
And I
Oh,
can
I
see that.
love
It's gonna be
happening.
great.
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna
already
be
already
great.
happening.
You're setting a foundation now,
gonna
especially
be-
decisions you're making and all the
Yes.
goals you're
Yeah.
hitting and the success you're having. Like, you're going to be great.
Yeah,
I can't wait to
I'm
see what that's
excited.
about.
I'm
Yeah.
super, super excited. I mean, that is
Spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm
that is
glad. It
spot
makes you
on.
feel good.
Yeah,
Okay.
for Nikki and
I'm
you,
still
I'm like,
learning.
wow,
I'm
okay.
Got
I'm
some
like,
questions later about
Yeah.
how I
Okay.
chose these
Okay.
things.
And we're gonna talk about them after.
Is it more so like everybody knows right from wrong?
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, for
yes.
sure.
Everyone does. And when you constantly put yourself, even if it's something like a bad relationship. For me, it was a bad relationship.
Okay.
I knew I gotta leave.
Yeah.
But I
It
chose
was not the
to.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not
Yeah.
your place.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
And
wasn't
deep-
ready then.
But deep down, you knew that
And
this
I knew
is
it wasn't
not it.
serving me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I can see how it was, karmic because
Yeah.
I went against my family.
Yeah.
I went, and even though at the time I didn't
Yeah.
realize it, but going back now that I am more mature and I got out of that situation, I realized, wow, I was disobedient to my mother and my father when they told me no.
Because
Yes.
they saw
Yes,
something
they
that you
saw
were not
some-
seeing back
Yes.
then because we can be
Absolutely.
blinded by love.
By love.
And by our
Absolutely.
being our age.
Yes.
And not
And
having,
trauma.
not reaching
And
maturity
trauma.
and trauma, of
can
course.
also cause you
Trauma
to be
can
blinded.
so much.
Yeah.
And even though at the time, my mom and father, they were making mistakes, but they were still my mother and my father, and I
Yes.
disobeyed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what does God say? Obey thy father and thy
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah.
And I didn't do that. And you know what? I had to suffer.
Yeah.
And I suffered hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You went against your own energy, which is the energy of number 4, which is law and order.
absolutely. I did,
And
'cause
you
every
were
ti-
living against it.
Yep. There was times I went to bed, almost majority of the times I went to bed like, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this is not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's not. And boom, the next day I will do the same thing, and then I'll go and I'll get better, and then I'll fall back. And you can have an addiction without be addicted to drugs. and alcohol.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
There's many
Yes.
addictions
There's
out
many-
there.
yeah.
There's so many
Everything.
Yeah.
addictions
You can
out
be
there.
addicted to your phone. You can be addicted to the glam. You can be addicted to many things.
Yeah.
Cereal.
And you can be addicted to
Yes.
love.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not all love is good love.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Love can be disguised as deception,
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
you know?
Absolutely.
And speaking on your experience, I know one thing Jocelyn mentioned in the beginning is when we come back reincarnated to this world, we bring on our challenges, and one of that, because you already came in as a 33, one of those was like, hey, you need to tackle this now because this is your biggest
Yes.
hurdle that you
Yes.
hadn't
Yes.
fulfilled in the last time you were here. So maybe that's why it came off so strong and you can feel it because you knew it.
Yeah.
You just kept repeating the same thing.
Absolutely. I did.
So when it comes to your soul being a 33, what happens next is that because you've gone through every challenge and you got into where you're at now, you're going to be given the option of what do you want to do now? Do you want to go back and help others, or you want to lay around here and rest and watch people from here and take care of them from here? Do you want to try something completely different?
Right.
And that's, you get the option of what's next.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a
Which
big
is great.
thing.
It's hard though because I can almost feel that because I always constantly go back and forth. Like I love helping out, but you also have to have it as a balance. Like
Yes.
I help so many like people. I help out so many times. Do I want to sit back and let people learn? Do I want to continue to be that crutch? What do I want?
It's what makes you feel good. Which one makes you feel good when you're doing it?
I mean, especially when it comes to my family. Like if I could retire everybody in the family, kids, dogs, cats, I don't care.
I love that.
That's her mission. That's what she wants to do.
That's a great goal.
Yeah. So TD, your chart, it's insane. It's so different. It's just one of these things but it's all good.
Okay.
It's all
like,
good.
we're going to find out today.
It's completely different. So I've heard of people who are like, okay, example. Well, I am an Aquarius, but I've never felt like a true Aquarius.
Yes.
Because I keep seeing the horoscope or whatever, and for some reason I can not fully relate.
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing in your chart here, it's very different, and it's insane because even though you're the cusp, because you're where when Aquarius seasons just starts, which by the way, Aquarius are the smartest sign of the zodiac.
Smartest sign.
There's no doubt to that. Aquarius and people who carry the number 7 energy are the smartest people. They are right there.
I believe
so
that.
you do have a lot of that, and it's all in your chart, and it shows. But however, normally me being born a Scorpio, my son is a Scorpio, her son is a Scorpio, her son is a Libra, because that's who she is, and that's the core of who you are. Your son is completely different.
Yes.
And it's a rare event, because normally when you're born, the sun is in your sign, not when you were born.
Really?
So even
so
though
that
you
explains.
Yes, that explains why you're gonna feel in between. Because you're like, I get this. But there's other stuff that I'm very strong about too that doesn't correlate. It doesn't relate to me being an Aquarius. Like, why? And it's because when you were born, your sun was in Sagittarius. So you have a Sagittarius sun, which is like insane. But I love that for you.
Oh, thank you.
I love that for you. Because again, the energy of being a Sag, there's no way to tie them down. And they just know so much, and they have this confidence to them. I mean, since day one, she was saying that she's unstoppable. You are unstoppable, okay? You are unstoppable. And then the way you process your emotions, you have your moon in Libra.
Okay.
So you have some of the softness and the charm, and you want things to go right. You're very fair.
Yeah.
Very, very,
Very
being fair, it's something that for the both of you, it's very important.
Very important.
And you cannot stand when you see a situation and the situations is not fair, because that's where your emotions hit on that Libra moon.
So true.
And you have to, you're not going to go and step in the street and watch a man beating a woman and you're not say something about it. You can't.
That's me.
There's going to be people who going to grab their phone and film. There's going to be people who are going to keep walking because it's none of my business. There are going to be people that are afraid. You cannot stay quiet.
No, I'm doing something about it.
You are doing something about it.
I see that.
You are doing something about it.
This is not happening.
And then you have your rising. Your rising is how people see you. Your rising, like I say, it's your mass, how people perceive you. But in your chart, you got a lot of it, actually. And your rising is Pisces.
Really?
Pisces are dreamers. Pisces are charmers too. Pisces are people that they carry a lot of emotion and intensity too, because it's a water sign. But Pisces are the psychics of the zodiac. So they're always trying to learn more. They're always seeking and looking for more. And this is something that your entire life, you kind of like me, you've been searching for more. And you've been like, okay, wait a minute, I get it. You're telling me that it's green, but I am seeing some hints of brown in here. And I am seeing faces in there, and I think that there's more to it. And you're actually taking it up on yourself to do the homework and go and learn it.
Question everything.
Question everything, because you want to feel familiar with it. You don't want to go out there and not know what's going on. And that's your assignment in life, whether it's with your children, whether it's your career, whether it's with your family, anywhere you go and before you start talking about a subject, you are confident in that because you did your homework. That's who you are. And a lot of the things here with you, like you are very independent, you're extremely intellectual.
Yes.
You
said right spot on.
The way that somebody actually will make you fall in love, it's by stimulating your intellectual and
Can
stimulating
you please say that to the
Yes.
camera?
Yes.
Say that
you
again.
Gotta keep
Elliot
her,
Dela Cruz.
You gotta keep her stimulated because otherwise you're not getting much from her.
Nothing.
You're not getting much from her. You're very unique and you love your freedom. You love your freedom. You're very committed, and when you love somebody, you're very committed. But you cannot feel like somebody's asphyxiating you because it's
suffocating.
Not good. It's
Don't
suffocating.
suffocate me.
It's just not good for
That is
you.
definitely how I feel.
And then the thing about your chart here, it's that whatever you did in your past life, you did such good and beautiful things because you got no karma.
Wow.
You got no karma here. You got no karma. You got no karma, Deb. You got no karma at all. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't go through challenges.
Yes, of
that
course.
doesn't mean that you've never cried before.
Yes.
Because you
It just
have
means
gone,
you didn't bring it upon yourself.
you have gone through challenges and stuff like that. But like she just said, you haven't bring none of this up on yourself.
That's
and you
amazing.
just learn and you evolve from it.
Yes.
Like every lesson that's been thrown at you, you have evolved so beautifully
Yes.
from it. And I admire that from you so much.
Thank
But
you.
girl, there's no karma here.
Oh
there's,
my gosh.
There's nothing but good things, and you're gonna enjoy
appreciate
good
that.
health in the future because you just been great, and things are just get as time goes, things just get better and better and better for you. And when it comes to your energy, your full day energy is a number 4, which we discussed that energy.
Yeah.
Your secondary energy is the energy number 3. In the energy number 3 is the energy of communication.
Okay.
So you again, it
I
goes
see
back
that
to the saying, you
completely.
cannot stand not knowing what's going
Going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
and you're like at that point like
I'm a
no,
truth
you
seeker.
so
Yes.
some of the best podcasters in the world, they are all number 3. Yes, so they are intellectual, they love communication, they have that charming, and you have that charming because you have your moon in Libra, and they just love communicating, but they expect communication back.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You expect
Absolutely.
communication
I
back.
do.
You have to have that.
I feed off that. I
Yes.
drive off that. It's
Yeah.
like, what's going on?
Yes.
But it's just like,
It's
or I'm gonna
beautiful
follow up.
energy.
Yeah.
It's beautiful
Yeah.
energy
Thank
all
you.
around.
That's why she's
And
a
me
cold
even
caller.
looking into this, it was just more confirmation that I am right now where I'm meant to be.
Yes.
And I'm learning and I'm evolving, but I'm also surrounding myself with the energy that I wanted. That is this right
Same.
here.
Absolutely.
That is this
I
right
agree
here.
with
Yeah.
that.
And believe it or not, like I say, this is a blueprint. This is a map for your life and a blueprint. And this is going to even explain the energy that you do not do well with, the kind of people that you do not do well or you don't need in your life that you need to stay away from. And we're going to dive into it some
Yes.
more, but we're running out of time today.
Okay.
I hope that it was well received.
Yes.
I
That
hope
was
that
all spot on.
Thank
Yeah.
Spot
you.
on for me.
Thank you. I hope
Oh
that
my
each one of
gosh,
you
spot on.
took something good from it. I do have some gift because I also collect rocks and crystals, and I have one, and this is gonna be you each get the same one because I just did not want to get any different.
So
But it's a
nice.
rose quartz. Rose promotes
Oh, I
love.
love those.
Promotes
Yes.
clarity, promotes good energy in your house. Actually, if there's bad energy in your house, rose quartz will absorb it and turn it into good, pure energy. And again, it promotes love and communication. And I know that's something that each one of you
Yes.
will
Love. Yeah.
in your life.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate
And then I
that.
got one more,
you.
but this one you girls gonna get to choose your own. It has the 7th chakra, and it grounds you. It helps you ground yourself, and it helps you be intuitive, and it helps you. It just helps you overall with everything because there's gonna be 7 stones here and one,
Wow.
and it's very
Yeah.
powerful. So you get to pass it along, and you get to pick one, and then the other ones I'll bring home with me.
Oh, thank you.
I love
appreciate
each one
that,
of you
Jocelyn.
ladies,
Yes.
and I
Love
hope
you.
that this was well enjoyed.
Yes.
It
And
was
we will be
amazing.
here again next week for all of you
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
Always.
This is
Keep
Keeping
it
It
real
Real with the
iMath
iMath ladies.